Good morning, Heritage staff. Welcome back for the 2019-2020 school year. I'm sorry I can't be with you this morning. I'm still home with Patrick as he recovers from his brain surgery, which went so well. Thank you all for reaching out and for the kind card from the Heritage staff and gift card. We let Patrick choose a restaurant the day after he got out of the hospital, and we went to Freddy's and he downed a cheeseburger. So thank you for that. And thank you for all the sweet messages and cards that you have left over the last week and a half. We really appreciate it. We'll keep you posted. He is progressing so well. We are just amazed, and the goal is for him to start school on time next week. So super exciting. All right, before I turn you over to some of the teachers and staff, I want to just share a couple of quick announcements. Number one, announcements next year are changing. Not next year, how about this year, are changing. Just want to remind you, I'm going to be doing announcements live from your classrooms. So the first week of school, we'll just go ahead and do them as normal from the office. And then I'll start in 5th grade, and I'll go from Ruth's classroom on Monday, then Matt's on Tuesday, and Annette's on Wednesday, and we'll just keep rotating up through the school, and then I'll start back over again. The idea is just to involve the kids in the announcements. We'll say the typical things. This year we're going to recognize student birthdays, and the big one, and this is why I wanted to remind you of this, is we will say the Pledge of Allegiance together as a school. So as you're thinking through how your mornings are going to look in your classroom, I wanted to remind you of that. So that you can change up that routine just slightly. So what that'll look like is we'll end announcements with the pledge, and I'll invite whoever classroom I'm in that day to stand up, and they will start the pledge and lead the school in the pledge over the intercom through their classroom. So that's kind of the goal. I'm hoping to also include 5th graders again, and I'll work with the 5th grade teachers on that as well. So that's the big one, is morning announcements. Secondly, in the middle of your tables this morning, you'll see your staff t-shirt, and there is no need to open them right now, but we went off the sizes you gave us before summer started, so if you find that your size is wrong, you can come and see Sloan in the office and do an exchange as needed. But our t-shirts are a little different this year. They go along with our school improvement plan, and one of our big kind of focus areas. I'm actually wearing one right now. So you'll get to see those here in a bit. So enjoy that. And the third thing I wanted to quickly talk about was Sneak a Peek. Just a reminder, we are changing that. Our traditional back to school night is not happening. Sneak a Peek will be more about community building, and later this morning you'll get some direction on preparing a video. Make it short, make it brief. It will not linger on like mine is right now. But just think about what's most important for your parents to know about who you are in your classroom. And then we'll really spend that time on Sneak a Peek. Just community building, talking with our friends and family, our students, and getting to know your class. My goal is for kindergarten and preschool to start at 5:30 with a more traditional approach to back to school night. And at 6 o'clock, we'll open the doors for 1st through 5th grade to come and drop off their goods, meet their teacher, and through that process, they will get those the holes punched on their card, and they'll end on the playground where PTO is going to serve a cotton candy snack for all families. But they can't earn that until they've received all their punches. So one of the big things, and maybe the teachers will mention this later as well, but as you're thinking through that process as well, for Sneak a Peek night, think about not punching their card until you know how they're getting home that first week of school. So that's one tidbit, and I'm sure they'll touch base on that again soon. All right, beyond that, throughout the morning, you might find your mind wandering or having questions that you wish you could ask me, or things that pop up during the trainings. And so there's a poster on the wall in the library that says questions for Tara. Just feel free to take a Post-it note and jot down a question, and then Sloan will send me a picture of that poster later today, and I will do my best to get questions answered in a timely manner. And I think that is probably it. You are going to do some school improvement plan stuff and data in the afternoon, and again, that could be where some of those questions come up, and I will be happy to address all of those when I return. So now I'm going to turn it over to, I believe, Sloan and Heather Weber and Sarah Clark as they do some office announcements and PTO announcements. Have a great morning of training, enjoy your lunch, and have a great afternoon as well.